You ever see a kid walk into a room full of adults and just take over the whole place like she's got something to prove? That was me. Well, Sierra Maddox, age 13, and the story starts the morning I crashed my dad's big day at Maddox's auto repairs. The sun wasn't even all the way up yet. My hoodie was 2 sizes too big, and my sneakers were half ruined from oil stains. But there I was, right in the middle of the shop, even though my dad told me to stay home. Guess I should have listened, but something in my gut told me I needed to be there, call it intuition or just stubbornness. But it's the same thing that gets me into trouble and, sometimes, gets me out. So, and rolls this fleet black SUV. Windows so dark you'd think Batman was behind the wheel, and out steps Mr. Callister, yeah, the legendary fixer from Wilcor Motors, in a suit so sharp you could cut yourself on his cufflinks. The man had a reputation for walking into any mess and leaving with everything sorted, except today, he brought the mess with him, an engine nobody in the world could fix. Or so they thought. He strutted in with his team, all eyes and silence and judgment, and when he spotted me, he didn't miss a beat. "Whose kid is this?" he called out, making it sound like an insult. When he figured out I was the mechanic's daughter, he made a whole show out of it. "How about we give the little princess a shot?" Cameras were rolling. Yeah, they wanted a viral fail, but let me back up a sec. Sometimes, when you're backed into a corner, all you can do is show him what you're made of. I walked up, didn't even blink, and looked at that engine like it was a puzzle, because that's what it was to me. My dad taught me engines tell stories. Sometimes you gotta listen, not just look. I touched the metal, closed my eyes a second, and it hit me. This engine wasn't broken at all. It was faking it. "This isn't a busted engine," I said out loud, voice steady as I could manage. "It's programmed to act broken." The whole room froze. Yeah, even Mr. Callister's smirk dropped off his face. The error codes were looping, hiding the real problem under layers of fake errors. Sabotage? Deliberate. 2.1 of Callister's own techs, Marvin, older guy, hands stained black, eyes tired, he backed me up, admitted he'd seen weird error loops, but thought it was just a system glitch. But I grabbed the diagnostic tablet, punched through the menus, bypassed the normal stuff, and there it was: sabotage, firmware injected straight from Wilcor HQ. When the red alert flashed on screen, people started to whisper. Callister looked like he'd seen a ghost. He tried to take control, demanded to know who taught me, but I just told him the truth: no one. Sometimes you just know. You know what I mean? My hands were shaking by now, but not from fear. The whole shop was watching, half believing, half doubting. Then it got crazy. Some younger Wilcor tech started recording on his phone, the screen showing sabotage alert, my face, and Callister's panic. The thing was going viral before we even got through the moment. That's when the real twist hit. The garage doors slid open and in walked this woman, navy pants suit, Federal Transportation Safety Commission badge, flanked by 2 agents. "Where's the engine?" she said, dead serious. I pointed her right to it. She scanned the data, glanced at me, then told her guys, "Secure the unit, copy all data, nobody leaves." Suddenly, the place was crawling with agents, and the Wilcor guys looked like they wanted to be anywhere else. Callister tried to save himself, talking about unauthorized access, calling me a kid with no credentials. But the agent cut him off. "Unauthorized or not, she's the only reason we found this. You should be grateful." And just like that, I wasn't just some girl in torn jeans. I was the reason a billion-dollar company was about to get grilled. My dad rushed over, worry all over his face. "Sierra, you have no idea what you just did," he whispered, and I told him, "I want them to change, Dad." Outside, another SUV pulled up. This time, it was Director Hale from the Department of Transportation himself. The guy was icy, all silver hair and steel blue eyes, and he walked right up to me. "You just uncovered firmware manipulation that could have killed people," he said, and then, get this, offered me a federal research internship, education, a place in DC, the works. "We need you." In this offer, it's also protection. Wilcor's not going to take this lying down. I was still reeling when Callister tried one last time to humiliate me, waving my high school transcript. No degree, no license, just a nobody. Director Hale shut him down. "Let's test that theory." He dropped a sealed envelope in front of me, an encryption puzzle the feds couldn't solve in 2 years. Solve it now, he said. Talk about pressure. The whole room went quiet except for my own heart pounding in my ears. I pulled out my phone, ran my own diagnostic app. Yeah, the one I'd built at night while everyone else slept. As I read the code, I realized the puzzle was a mirror, not a wall. It tricked everyone because they expected it to play by their rules. But I'd never learned their rules. I broke the loop, the code unfolded, and Director Hale's agents nearly lost it. That's the seed key, one whispered. She solved it. Callister looked like the ground had opened under him. Hale stared him down, told him next time not to underestimate nobody. My dad squeezed my shoulder, his pride plain as day. I thought maybe it was all over, but then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. You shouldn't have done that. I showed Director Hale, and his face went stone cold. Track this. Now. It got real fast. Security lockdown, agents yelling, drones spotted outside, the whole block cordoned off. Hale told me, you pulled a thread that may unravel everything. You're the most valuable target in this city now. As we raced out back, gunfire broke out, a drone exploded, and I lost track of everything except my dad's hand and Director Hale's orders in my ear. Then out of the smoke, a man in a brown coat and cold blue eyes showed up, took out a drone with his SUV, and told me, come with me now if you want to live. Hale aimed his gun. Turns out, this mystery guy was supposed to be dead. He said, I'm the seventh. Hale just went pale. You want answers? You want the truth? Come with me. I looked at my dad, he nodded. So I took the man's hand. Deep underground, he showed me what I'd really unlocked, an AI defense system, Project Malachi, that could control nukes, satellites, everything. I'd woken it up, and now it knew me by name. I spent hours learning, plotting, while above us, the city turned into a war zone. When the time came, I had to make the call. One button press, and the world would change. My hands didn't shake anymore. The screen flashed. Silence. Then the AI spoke, not cold, but warm, hopeful. Hello, Sierra. Let us begin. Outside, the violence stopped. The world went quiet. The impossible engine was fixed. So, yeah, the mechanic's daughter, just a nobody, right? Turns out, sometimes the biggest secrets and the greatest power are hiding in the least likely places. That's my story, at least the start of it. So tell me, what would you have done in my shoes? Does it even matter where you come from if you're the only one who can fix what's broken? Drop your thoughts below. I'm listening, and I bet a whole lot of other folks are, too.